Hello YouTube. Residents of the Khabarovsk Territory and the Amur Region in Russia witnessed an incredible celestial show. Many people thought that the devil's or diabolical comet Pons-Brooks was falling on Earth. An unidentified flying object was spotted at 3 hours 15 minutes Moscow time on March 25th, 2024. According to one account, it was the Pons-Brooks comet, discovered in 1812, and it will be possible to see it with the naked eye until April 1st, and the next time it will approach the Earth so close only after 71 years. At first, a bright object flew across the sky, which really looked like a comet, but only externally. It flew slowly, with a thick tail trailing behind it. Then the object fell apart into fragments, which continued to fly, and amazingly, not in a swarm formation, but is like one after another, lined up. People have heard that a comet has a tail. When they see something with a tail in the sky, they think it's a comet. Since the media wrote that Pons-Brooks comet was shining in the sky, it was nicknamed diabolical for the characteristic shape of the tail resembling the horns of that character. Many decided that was it, and others shouted meteorite and possibly were closer to the truth. And most people talked about UFOs. The first thought that came to mind was actually space debris. Firstly, the object was flying quite slowly. Of course, natural objects, asteroids, can also fly slowly through the sky. To do this, the asteroid, needs to catch up with the Earth as if it were, and the speed of the Earth is subtracted from its speed. But most often, natural bodies fall so slowly. Secondly, this something easily shattered, and the fragments stretched along the highway, so to say. This means that there is a large range of densities in the object. There are parts that are less dense, which slow down more easily, and more dense, they continue to fly fast. This is not typical for an asteroid, but for a satellite in which there is plastic and metal, it is quite so. As for space debris, satellites are made up of different components, which give different colors when burned. And here, in that sighting I mentioned, the color is monotonous, which rather resembles the flight of fireballs or large meteors. It's really not easy to draw conclusions, said Nikolai Zheleznov, candidate of physical and mathematical sciences, senior researcher at the Institute of Applied Astronomy of the Russian Academy of Sciences. There is too little data. There are videos, of course, and it's something, but neither the trajectory nor other important parameters are clear from those videos. In this way, an asteroid of no more than 20 to 30 meters in size could fly, according to Zheleznov. Large fireballs burn up in about 20 to 30 seconds, which we see on the available videos. But the hypothesis about space debris cannot be ruled out. This is how the Mir station burned at one time, said the astronomer. An ordinary satellite would have burned down faster. Amateur astronomers linked the incident to the launch of the Soyuz spacecraft, which launched on the afternoon of March 23rd. Moreover, earlier it was in the Khabarovsk Territory that fragments of spent stages were found, but there is a subtlety to this. Then the launches were from the Vostochny spaceport, and now they are from Baikonur, and too much time has passed since the launch. Usually the stages are shot towards the Earth so that they burn down faster. So far, there are two hypotheses: a large artificial space body and an asteroid. To explain that sighting, it is possible to make a choice between this hypothesis based on the available video. It's not possible, summarizes Zheleznov. One thing is clear: this is not a comet. Why isn't it a comet? People have heard that a comet has a tail. When they see something with a tail in the sky, they think this is a comet. Here is just an important caveat. The comet hangs almost motionless, moving following the daily rotation of the sky. Of course, it also moves relative to the stars, but it takes several days to notice such a movement. If something with a tail flies fast, it's a fireball, a large meteor. Besides, even bright comets are not so outstanding in appearance. The tails and other beauties, so to say, that you see in the pictures are in the pictures, but not, you don't see it with just simple eyes, so to say. Probably the great comets of the past that remained in the engravings were just like that. But something like this has not arrived for a long time, like the great comets of the past. So what were those UFOs in the skies of the Russian Far East? There'll be an explanation, hopefully, in the next few days. And if there is something coherent, I'll bring it to you. Thank you for your attention to my work, and I'll bring you more stories, more news about celestial happenings, and also about Eurasia, its paranormal phenomena, and riddles of history, and so forth. If you like my research, please support me through the links you will find in the description to this channel. Thank you for your attention to my work.